Morning, good morning. It is Thursday morning. It is January the 26th. I'm First Warning Meteorologist Eric Burris. This is Coffee Talk. We get together 7 days a week, chat about what's going on in the world of weather at 8 o'clock in the morning. So first off, thanks for hanging with us. It is a lovely start to the day, but you don't have to take my word for it. Let's look outside, okay? A couple things. This is a shot in Ocala where we're starting to see the sun shine. Now, that said, it is cloudy as can be at my house. So little by little, this clearing condition from Marion County will be clearing through the rest of Central Florida. All right? All right. So the top two things that we are monitoring this morning on Coffee Talk, those clearing skies and just what the day will look like. It's going to be a bit of a different day today. We'll discuss. Plus, fire pit weather is here, my friends. Oh, yeah. Oh, goodness. I also need some coffee. Very excited to chat about the chill that is now in Central Florida. It is a beautiful, beautiful forecast. Beautiful stuff. But let's just get into kind of setting up our situational awareness. All right, here's a live look on our first warning, live Doppler radar. A couple of showers off the shoreline. You can see it there. We come down here to the Treasure Coast, and we're watching showers gradually coming on through, fading out. We switch over to our Melbourne radar, and you can actually see the rains that moved through our area last night, now moving through Lake Okeechobee in Palm Beach County. That's there. We're here clearing things out. Let's talk temperatures. The real chill just outside of our area. All right, as we come on the air here at 8 o'clock, it's 60 degrees in Orlando. And of course, on the bottom of the screen, you see the hourly temperatures. What we look at here are the live temperatures. It's a bit more of an updated thing. So 60 in Orlando, 57 in Leesburg, 55 in the Villages, 52 degrees in Ocala. Yeah. When we compare the temperatures to 24 hours ago, it's not a dramatic change for the majority of Central Florida. We're in the same ballpark earlier, but now that we're starting to clear out and cool down, we're starting to see those temperatures fall. So 5 to 7 degrees cooler in the metro area, 13 degrees cooler up in Ocala. Little by little, that cold air is moving in. And if we look at the state of Florida, by the way, that feels like temps. Where is our actual air temperatures? There we are. We look at the state of Florida, it's 37 right now in Panama City Beach. So that's the kind of air that's moving into our area, and we're going to feel it. All right. In addition to that cool air moving in, as you would imagine, it has to get carried in on winds. It was gusty yesterday. Today is going to be breezy, if not even gusty at times, okay? So there you go, winds coming in out of the northwest. That, for us, is the coolest of all the winds. Today, 10-15 miles an hour. Here's a look at our 12-hour forecast. Notice we're really just not moving the needle all that much. 64, 11 o'clock, 66 by 1 o'clock, upper 60s, our high temperature. That is it. So it does get a little warmer than today, just not all that much. Just not all that much. Yeah. Bo says you can bet I'm having a fire this weekend. I'm partaking in the consumption of adult beverages. Bo, it'll keep you warmer. You're going to relax. Life is good. Listen, life is good. Life is good in the neighborhood. Good morning to you. Squires asks, why can't Florida make up its mind already? This is winter in Florida. Remember, Florida doesn't just get cold like perhaps other parts of the country. We go through these cycles, and the average temperature is just an average of those cycles. But at the end of the day, Orlando is never hot or cold during the summer. We're just always ebbing and flowing. So it's to be expected. Jennifer says, well, dang. Oh, yeah. It means a lovely forecast, though. Let's look at these temperatures for today. 68 in Orlando, 64 degrees in Leesburg, 62 in Ocala, and about 66 degrees to 68 from DeLand to Orange City to DeBary to Sanford. Yeah, kind of in that West Volusia, Seminole County corridor there. Not bad. Jennifer says it's cold as crap here. Jennifer, just you wait. Tonight, even cooler. Yep. Frank, good morning to you, buddy. Good morning, everybody. How are you? How are you? Jennifer says good. I like it. Good morning, everyone. How are you? David, good morning to you. It's cold, LOL. Then warm, LOL. And then it gets cold again. Exactly. Exactly right. It's just the way it goes. It's just the way it goes. What are you going to do? Loving these Florida temps, Becky says. I would agree with that. Oh, nah. Yeah. Sorry, Jennifer. Jenny, good morning to you. How are you? Sharon says heat on tonight. May not be a bad idea. Listen, I mean, if I was a betting man, I would probably guess that it may be cool enough tonight for the heat to go on in my house. Just because I've got little ones, and the last thing that I want to do is get it to the point where they're cold in the middle of the night. Also, I get cold easily, so don't judge me. Here's a look at tonight's temperatures. These are going to be even chillier, right? 44 in Orlando. The average low temperature is 50, so we're going to be below that. Decent amount. A lot we're asking about freezes and things tonight, and you can see we should be all right. Now, Ocala, if the winds go calmer, Ocala could get a little chillier, but I think we'll stay above freezing. But it's that breeze. It's that breeze that does two things. It keeps the actual temperatures warmer because of the friction of the wind, but it also adds a little bit of a bite to the air, right? So 44 Orlando, 41 in Leesburg, 39 in Ocala in the Villages, about 48 to 50 from Titusville. Oh, excuse me, to Merritt Island. Titusville, Merritt Island, and Melbourne. Excuse me. They say you sleep better in the cold. I would just say there's a difference between cool and cold. And with little ones, it's just better to do that. Yeah. Tim, can we go back to yesterday, please, buddy? You know as well as I do, we will. Eventually, in the not-so-distant future, we will. Yeah. Here's the overall setup, okay? So, front is to our south. Cold air is moving in. Today is going to be a gusty, cool day. Tonight, even chillier with those gusty winds. Notice, though, looking ahead to our Saturday, we're starting to change. As that area of high pressure kind of shifts. Remember, high pressure, and let's just back this up for a minute. All right? High pressure, winds rotate clockwise around high pressure. So for Friday, it's a northerly wind. All right, as that area of high pressure shifts, we're going to get more of an easterly wind this weekend. That's going to help to warm up our temperatures for Saturday. And then for Sunday, we're going to get kind of more of a southeast, even a south wind. So temperatures are going to be warming. So let's just dial in our weekend forecast, okay? Looking outstanding for Saturday. Looking outstanding for Sunday. But you definitely notice those temperatures climbing. So lots of events. My neighbor Charles is already out there at Daytona for the Rolex. If you're heading out to Daytona for the Rolex, yeah, it's going to be a nice and cool evening, but the days are looking great. And by Sunday afternoon, may have a few showers in the mix. It's not going to be a mess, but we just may have a few showers in the mix. All right? So that's where we're at. Overall, that's where we're at. But in terms of mornings, look at the differences in temperatures, right? Like this morning, nice and cool. Tomorrow morning is going to be a little chilly. When we talk to each other for coffee talk, it's going to be nice and chilly. It's going to be nice and chilly. Charles. Oh, there's Charles. Speaking of Charles, we were talking about the Rolex a second ago. Good morning from Lake Lloyd, Daytona Speedway. Hopefully the weather is good for today. It is, sir. It is, sir. I was just talking about you, too. I'll be there for Rolex, Annie says. Giddy up. Giddy up. All right. So, not too bad. Not too bad. All said and done, we've got a really nice stretch of weather coming up here these next couple of days. For today, if you haven't stepped out, I've got the long sleeves on. I would suggest the long sleeves, upper 50s, lower 60s. Then into the afternoon, upper 60s, not too bad for you. Sunglasses. But tomorrow morning, we're going to want jackets. All right? I like the chili, both cold and hot. That's funny, Tiffany. I see what you did there. Yeah. John, good morning. Oh my gosh, Marie, I'm speechless. I'm so sorry to read that, Marie. Yeah. Sending all the thoughts and all the prayers. Wow. That's tough. Really sorry to read that. All right, so we've got the Rolex this weekend. Also, off Kennedy in Eatonville. This is an event I went to as a kid. Big community event. The Zora Neale Hurston Festival, shutting down Eatonville for a community get-together. And let me tell you something. Friends getting together in the best of weather. The town that freedom built. I love it. Love it. 66 Friday, 71 on Saturday, 80 degrees on Sunday. Looks like a fantastic, fantastic event. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So when we talk about the forecast, let's just take a look here. The 7-day forecast, listen, doesn't get much better than that. Really doesn't. All right. Temperatures do start to climb. We do have a nice warmer stretch of weather coming in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I just want to look at my calendar. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So Wednesday is February 1st. Partly cloudy skies. I'm just curious to compare. All right, so I've got that in there. I'm curious. So Friday and Saturday, the long-range forecast. Friday and Saturday, the long-range forecast should have some sort of an indicator there. Friday and Saturday, there should be a decent little storm system. So let's look at some raw model data. Friday and Saturday. Stand by. I'm just curious if that lines up with the monthly calendar forecast I put out. All right, just shrinking that a little bit. Okay. So there's a front, according to the GFS, but it's not showing much of a severe threat there. Yeah, so interesting. All right, I was just curious. But as we head into February, just a summarization. Summarization is not a word. Summatization. What? Summation. Here's where we're at. All right, so just checking. Let's peek back in for 1 second. All right. We've got the 7-day forecast. Let's just look at the 7-day forecast. I just wanted to compare. So 7-day forecast, looking at milder temperatures, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Wednesday is February the 1st, 84, okay? If we go to my February calendar, trending milder. There should be a storm system around the 3rd and 4th. It may not be severe this cycle. It was in a previous cycle. And then the 6th and 7th should have another storm system. Let's look and see. Oh, it doesn't. The current run of the GFS doesn't go out that far. Oh, because of this view. Is it this view? No, is it this product? Ah, that's why it's the product. All right, 6th and 7th. Let's look for a storm system. First off, better storm system moving through there. Ah, there it is. There's a decent storm system there. That's the 6th. That lines up perfectly with this one here. So this may not cycle through as severe this time around. There's going to be some storms around. But that 6th and 7th one there, yeah, goes up the shoreline. And then, what is that, the 11th? Do I have any mention in there around the 11th? Showers for us around the 10th and the 11th. And you could see there's some moisture around for sure. So that does line up. All right. Just checking on where the models compare to the long-range forecast that we put out. Have to double-check these things. Have to double-check these things. Have to make sure we're good. I love it. Somebody said something like, you can't even get the forecast today. How could you get the forecast for a month ahead of time? And it's like, there's different techniques that we use. This is definitely a more broad stroke of things, but there's technique. It's more of a summary, really. Thank you, Janice. I appreciate it. Frank, may all my Coffee Talk peeps have a beautiful day. Be someone's start today. I love it. Green is rain, blue is snow. Yeah, on that model data, yeah, that's what that was looking at. Yep. Your boys need to watch Danny Go on YouTube. They would love him. Danny Go? I'll have to Google that. Danny Go. I don't know if I've ever heard of that. Nancy reports sun peeking through here in Leesburg. Very good. Andrew, I'm just concerned about the 20th and 21st. Daytona 500 on the 19th, and I leave to go home on the 22nd. Listen, we'll have to watch it. There's an indicator there. That's Nicole recycling, by the way, Andrew. That 20th and 21st, that's the Nicole part of the pattern recycling. So, Nicole was wet. At the very least, we know it could be wet. We'll have to see how it plays out. We could look at other versions of the cycle in the past, but yeah. Jenny Ann says, no rain, please, for the 4th, doing CPR first aid training for cadets at an outside event. Look, I don't control these things. Now, the 20th and the 21st, let's do this. Let's look at previous versions of Nicole. Let me pull up Microsoft Excel, my Bible of sorts, for my long-range forecasting. All right. So we know what Nicole looked like, so we don't need to go back and look at that, okay? But we can look at 1231. All right, give me 1 second to dial this over. 2022, 12, 31, the last recycle, is it 12? Is it 1231? Oh, it was 1231. Hurricane Ian. Hurricane Nicole is going to be like 11, 10. It's going to be like 1, 3. All right. Do that. 1, 3. All right. Dialing up the satellite. Sorry, making the sausage, people. So the last cycle of Nicole here. It wasn't all that impressive, but the last cycle of Nicole, you can kind of see how that front, as it moved into Florida, really started to get its energy, right? So, as a matter of fact, instead of 13, let's go here. Do that. Yeah. You can see it really firing up some convection. Almost, let's do from 3, let's go to 4. We'll go to 4, go to 12Z, and we'll do 60 frames. All right. This is how I, just so that you know, this is how I go back and case study all this stuff, is looking at, where these storms get their oomph. And you can kind of see this frontal boundary really firing up convection off of our east coast. That's the recycle of Nicole. It was wet for us, as you could tell, over the peninsula along a front, but an area of low pressure developed along that front and moved off the coastline. So this is the kind of stuff that I look for. So suffice it to say, long story long, that cycle, that repeat of Nicole should be wet for us once again, because, for us, we got just a few showers in that repeat of it, but different cycles. Different cycles do things. Anne Marie's asking about Coffee Talk drive-thru tomorrow. Yes. Okay. All right. So let's talk about that. First off, what is the Coffee Talk drive-thru? The Coffee Talk drive-thru is something we do in the quieter season on Fridays. We meet people. We say hello to people. And I haven't gotten the WESH website turned around yet, so I had to find somebody else. It's not going to be one of you particularly, but it is. So I'm going to talk to a young man who, is it okay that I say I've been mentoring? He's in his first year at FSU doing the meteorology program. He's been into WESH a few times. He's practiced at the Chroma Key. His parents have been into the television station at WESH. Good guy, young boating meteorologist. Is that a word, boating? Did I use that right? At any rate, he's a young budding meteorologist. He wants to be a meteorologist. He's studying meteorology at FSU. He went to Haggerty High School. All right, his name is Ryan, and we're going to get to meet him. We're going to get to chat with him. Budding. When my big brother has to correct my grammar, good gravy, what is wrong with me? So I invite you to hang out with us tomorrow morning. He'll be here to chat, and we can ask him why he wants to be a meteorologist, what has he accomplished so far up at FSU, what has his experience been like at WESH, and he's not an intern, he's not been an intern, he's shadowed a few times. He's not quite old enough to be an intern at WESH, but we're gonna get him to be an intern. He's met Manifoli. It's been great. So he's very much early in his journey. So let's chat with him and see where he is. Let's give him some advice. I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laugh. Anyway, you get the idea. So that'll be fun tomorrow to chat with him. It's kind of fun. When he was at the television station last, I sat him down. It's Manalfi Bruce. I just like making fun of him. When Ryan was at the television station last, I sat him down at one of our weather computers, and I'm like, play, make a graphic. Look at how our graphics are and disassemble them. Don't click the save button, but see how we built them. I was like, because that's the system that you have at FSU. Learn how to use it. I not to be like that guy, but I'm like, you've got somebody sitting next to you, me. I build graphics for 26 TV stations. So I'm not going to say I'm the best on the planet, certainly, but I know the system. So, learn and learn how we do it, build your own stuff and get a handle on it. So, there's Andrew. Good morning, buddy. Former WESH intern Andrew Shipley. We've had him on Coffee Talk before. Yeah, we're gonna have Ryan on the air tomorrow, so that'll be fun. So anyway, that'll be fun. College kid waking up at 8 a.m. to do a Facebook Live. This should be very interesting. Yeah, Debbie's asking, when is the Super Bowl? Listen, my Bucks aren't in the Super Bowl, so I didn't even remember that they were still having the game. Who do you think is going to be the quarterback for the Bucks next year? Anybody have any ideas? It's not going to be Tom Brady. Probably not. I would guess it's not. Kyle Trask? I don't know. Andrew said he texted me. He's excited. Very cool. Well, we'll put him through the paces. He lost, just reminding you of this. Yes, thank you. Taylor says he isn't going to go out on a loss. Well, we'll see. We'll see. All right, any questions, comments, concerns, friends? Dana, not yet, but who knows? Any questions, comments, concerns? Yeah, so tomorrow's Coffee Talk drive-thru. That'll be fun. Tiffany says February 12th, my Bengals are going to win. Oh, good luck. Look, it'll be fun to watch. What's the weather supposed to be at 11 a.m. this Saturday? It's going to be cool, but it's going to be beautiful. Yeah, probably about 50, 51. Sunny, gorgeous. Of course. Michael, curious, have you ever flown a radio-controlled airplane? No, but I've soloed plenty of times in a regular airplane. Does that count? Kelly, it'll be fun to watch because Tom Brady isn't in it. Shauna says, no, it will be my Eagles. Ooh, shots fired, y'all. Love it. Annie says, next week looks beautiful. Yeah, I know. If it was only going to stay warm enough, Eric, try to get the legend Dave Marsh for... I wouldn't even know how to reach him. That would be fun, though. Gosh. You know, we've not even gotten into the former WESH meteorologist thing. I could tell you this much. I did try to get Brad Nitz for something last year. Brad is now the chief meteorologist at a television station in Atlanta. The problem is that company owns another television station here in Central Florida. So, yeah. Ooh, Audra, what about storm chasers? I've got some friends that are storm chasers. That's a great idea. I like it. We can make that happen. Oh, Brandon. Yeah, we can make that happen. Jeff Petrovsky, Blue Shed Crew. That would, yeah. But Eric, you had Al Roker on. You can't top that. This is true. Al Roker is its own. Al's his own thing. Yeah, I like that idea. All right, so maybe for next week we'll get. So Brad Nitz is out, but Michael Lennox local. Yeah, I mean we just haven't had much turnover, so it's not like it's easy to get folks. Like. Michael Lennox here. Marty Stebbins has passed away. Yeah, all right, that's a good... I've got to figure out how to get in touch with Dave Marsh. I honest to God, I never worked with him. Hold on a second. I know who would know. Let me see. Vancini. Hey, bud. Question for you. Do you have Dave Marsh's contact info? That would be so fun. All right, I made a text. That's a guy, the guy I just texted, corporate engineer for my company. Helped Dave put the radar on the roof in the 90s. So if anybody's got any contact with Dave, it would be him. That would be fun to just check in and see how he's doing. Can't hurt if we can make it happen. That would be fun. And Mike Olenek would be fun to chat with him and see how things are going. Or Kyle Gravelin. What is he doing up in New York? Brian, did I ever get the chance to meet the late Willard Scott? I did not. There's a few people in the business that I never got the chance to meet and are just sad. Like, for example, Peter Jennings. Never got the chance to meet Peter. That was always a heartbreaker. I have an email address for Dave Marsh. It's an Earthlink email. Is that even still a thing? Try to reach out. I'd pay to watch Kyle. The only problem is I'd have to make sure Kyle is able to be less Kyle. Petrovsky, I could guarantee I could get. Petrovsky, yeah. All right. Those are fun ideas. I like it. Those are fun ideas. All right, so I'll email Dave Marsh today. Had an Earthlink account. I had an Earthlink account like 20 years ago. Rosebud says, I still have an AOL. All right, I guess these things are all around. Kelly, I'm going to ask Kyle. Yeah, please do. Ask Kyle. I haven't texted with him in forever, but it would be fun to check in with Kyle. What has it been, 3 years since he worked at WESH? It'd be fun to check in with him. And Dave Cocciarella is a former WESH meteorologist. He still works in the building. He's just upstairs. That'll be fun. All right, we'll do some other Coffee Talk drive-through guests this year. Kate, Jim Van Fleet. Yeah, he's former Orlando meteorologist. Now, that would be a good one. Kate, that would be a good one. And you know what's funny is I've even chatted with Jim about it in the past, and he's all in. So, yeah, okay. Jim Van Fleet would be a good one. Jim Van Fleet, for those of you that don't remember him, Jim was a meteorologist in Central Florida for a number of years, moved to Tampa, and now is the meteorologist for Royal Caribbean. Yeah, that would be very cool. All right, you guys have given me things to work on. I know Mike Olenek pops in every now and then. Mike, I'm coming for you too, buddy. Yeah, Jim Van Fleet's a goober. He's a goober. All right, y'all, this will be a lot of fun. Thank you. See, I've always said that I benefit as much from Coffee Talk as hopefully you do. So I thank you for that. This is the Coffee Talk Drive-Thru 2023 edition is going to be a totally different version, but I love it. That's what's kind of fun. Brian, good call. I forgot. I mean, Dan Satterfield was a meteorologist at WESH 1,000 years ago, still in the business up in Maryland. Dan would be a good one to talk to, and Dan Billow would be a good one to talk to. By the way, Dan Billow was just in Central Florida for something coming up. It's going to be great. It's going to be great down the line. Yeah. I like it. All right. Are we bringing Billow back? There's one thing that Billow came back for. Really cool special project. So anyway, lots to talk about. Coffee Talk Drive-Thru 2023 edition. Y'all, this is going to be fun. Thank you. Thank you for re-energizing this idea. I mean, not that it wasn't great before, but like now it's like, yeah, well, let's just put it in. Let's take it in a different direction this year. I love that. Brian, Steve Rondinero. I've known Steve. Yeah, I actually worked with Steve when he left WESH. He worked at another television station in Central Florida, and he and I worked together. And Steve's involvement with Drum and Bugle Corps, certainly. So yeah, love this. There's some fun things, guys. All right, I'm going to go email Dave Marsh right now, and we'll see. Hopefully he'll be up to it. I don't know. I can't promise anything. Listen, that's it, though, for today, or at least this morning. Of course, I have to put my plug in for Claire. Jan, we'll get Claire. Just have to wait a couple minutes, okay? All right. Reed Timmer. Reed Timmer's a good one. Yeah, Reed Timmer's a good one. Sending all the good vibes to your way, Becca. Reed Timmer's a good one. I know Brandon Ivy, who does the same idea. I'm sure we could probably, I don't know if Reed has like a TV deal or something with somebody, and it's not. I don't know. We'll have to look. Jennifer, I don't know how it'll work with. The problem is because Jim Cantori works on a network level that isn't in the NBC world. And I know the Weather Channel has a deal with CBS, so I don't know if we can get anybody that's on the air right now for the Weather Channel. So I don't know the answer to that. But I will explore. We'll figure this out. Either way, guys, this is going to be fun. And then I could, and then it's like other people. I like this. This is taking it in a completely different direction. There's some ideas. Oh, the sun, by the way, is out at my house. All right, listen. Be the sunshine in someone else's day, huh? All right, I'll talk to you guys and gals later. Take care. 3:30 today. We'll check in, all right? All right. Be the sunshine in someone else's day. Bye, y'all.